What's up guys, Tevy here back again with another episode of Let's Play Shantae Half-Genie Hero. So in the last episode we defeated our first boss and we got transported over into a part of the genie realm, and after every boss fight you will get a mandatory transformation which is necessary for us to actually get through. So we want to press the Y button for Shantae to start dancing and it'll shift through all the various transformations we have available to us. So the one that we got now is the monkey one, which is really good for traversal, especially on the earlier parts, because it lets you stick onto walls and jump a little higher than what we normally do. And you say Risky sailed off after that? She gave me the slip. I'm sorry, Uncle. There. Look on the bright side. No one was hurt, and you managed to return the blueprints. Well, you're fired. Yeah, Main Street is in shambles and pirates are running pell-mell all over town. I'm off to place an ad for a new Guardian Genie. One who can get rid of those pirates for good. Lots of half-genies guarding towns these days. One of them's bound to want to transfer to a beach town. Free rent, amazing ocean view, knowledgeable fish smell, apply today. I never got free rent. Bah, ignore him. He'll come around once the dynamo is completed. If you say so, Uncle. In fact, I should get back to working right away. Why don't you help and see if anyone in town needs help. Good luck, Uncle. I'm ready to go if anyone needs me. Alright, so now that we're done with that, we'll go ahead and talk to people around town, because once you finish a level, it is good to talk to people around town just so they give you a little bit more insight of what's going on. In fact, it's highly recommended that you talk to everyone once you're through with the level so you can get what's going on. And they'll even give you hints of what you need to collect going on forward. The gallery seems to have opened up now. Why don't you go check it out? When you turn into a monkey, does the food in your stomach change into monkey food? Gross. Don't need to talk to Sky right now. I'm good on health. My home was destroyed by a sandstorm long ago. You know what? That's actually relatively relevant to what we're going to be going to later on. So inside this shop is where you can buy the spells and items that you can get for Shantae. And by the end, we will get all these. For right now, metronome. It lets you speed up the time it takes you to transform. Magic bracelet, I believe it cuts your magic in half that you need to use to get it. I'm not even paying attention to what I got right now. I believe I got something to increase my armor, or either... Shoot, it went by too fast, I wasn't paying attention, but I'm getting everything anyway. But anyway, there's armor in the shop, there is the magic spells I told you about. There are upgrades for your hair. There's 3 tiers of them that we'll get that increases the attack power and then the whipping speed of it. Talked about the armor for the 3rd time now. A magic bracelet that lets you decrease the amount of magic you use when using your spell, so it like saves it for you. And then other items that I don't really get. Oh, there's a girl here at the very far end. Let's go talk to her. After she screams, "It's terrible, someone please help me. All the young maidens from my village. They've disappeared. I heard that a Guardian Genie lived in this town. You must be her. Please, will you come to my village? Count on it." Oh, thank you. Here's a map to Mermaid Falls. And with that, we got the location of our next level that we're going to have to depart to. We'll need to fly there, and quickly, before more young maidens vanish. Alright, so now that we got somewhere to go, I'm going to ignore the art gallery for right now. We're probably not going to go there until it's closer to the end of the game. Let's go ahead and see Sky and get a ride from her over there. This is a match to Mermaid Falls. Are you going there? It looks that way. Well, be careful. Mermaids around those parts can be very dangerous. Especially the saltwater variety. They won't get the drop on me after all. I'm this town's Guardian Genie. Hold it! It's a long hold it. I'd like to introduce you to someone. Hello, who are you? Oh, you don't know? I'm your replacement, of course. Holly Lingerbean, half-genie hero for hire, but you can call me Holly. Your mom was a genie? That's right, and my dad was a stage magician. So I'm more magical than any other half-genie by far. Babies don't work that way. It's true, she stole my nose and removed her own thumb while I watched. You don't have a nose to begin with. No one, that's barely anyone in this has a nose. And he wants us to show her around since we used to be this town's guardian genie, but we got too many other things to do, so we don't really have time to do it. I can't believe he actually did it. Now hold on. He replaced me with that snotty little... Now, you don't have to get all competitive. Besides, you're on a mission, remember? I guess you're right. Okay then, off to Mermaid Falls. Are you ready to lift? Yep, we are, so let's go ahead and climb aboard and go to this next area. Since we do have the monkey dance, there are some things we actually get now back in Main Street. But like I said, I'll wait a little bit until we get on some more stuff, and then we'll head back over there. And you can see the little checklist I was talking about before, right underneath the title of Mermaid Falls. It has the little blank spaces, so whenever you collect stuff, it'll slowly fill up over there. Oh, and Bolo's with us this time. Looks like this is the place. For the last time, Bolo, I can handle this on my own. That's not what your uncle said. He insists that I lend you a hand until he could create a machine to replace you. Ugh, fine. Let's get down to business. According to the girl back in Scuttletown, locals have been vanishing from these parts by the dozens. One minute they're here, and the next, poof! Gone without a trace. Gone? Gone how? Well, given the surroundings, I think it's pretty obvious who's to blame for all of this. The answer is... Fish folk? I've read that mermaids are beautiful, but often vain. And all of them, other targets, have been sweet, innocent, and adorable maidens. It must be a jealousy thing. That means I must be next. Not really. Maidens are, you know, ladies only. There you go again. What? Leaving me out, like you always do. I mess up one delivery and suddenly I'm useless. But, huh? Ever since we were kids, you get to be the hero and I'm always the goof up. Well, I'm sick of barfing in your shadow. I don't think that's what you mean. I'm going to prove once and for all that I'm every bit the hero you are. Bolo, come back. That's not even... Oh, I don't even know what that word is. Ugh, that dimwit. He won't last 5 minutes. So not only do we have to save the maidens, we actually have to... We can try to save Bolo too from this. Alright, so Mermaid Falls, we'll be putting use with our monkey transformation that we got early in this video to actually get through the various levels here. And as you can see, we can swim a little bit, but there will be other transformations that lets us swim a little bit more easily. So again, we'll have to come back here later on, and we want to collect as many gems as we can. So that means defeating enemies whenever possible. And the mermaids are one of the annoying enemies you can get in this level, just because they do like to pop in, attack, and then pop right back into the water. So you kind of have to time your shots so when they come back in so you can actually fully take them out, as well as dodge their omnidirectional bubbles they send everywhere. And this is just a little too high to me. If I were to transform into the monkey, I could have got it, but I decided not to. Because I'm trying to do this relatively quickly as I can, so I don't need to waste too much time on stuff that doesn't matter too heavily. And yeah, there I go again, taking damage. As you can see, we only have 2 hearts right now. We will be getting more as... Ooh, that was really close. Thankfully, there's no squishing damage in this level, but there will be in others. So like I said before, we will be getting, not heart containers, more like, I think they're called heart holders in the series. We'll be getting those soon, so we can actually increase our maximum health capacity, so we're not just rocking 2 heart points the whole time. Let's go ahead and switch over to the monkey real quick, and of course I fell. Time to backtrack. Alright, so it didn't take that long, but we're roughly back up to where I fell off. So now we just have to keep going through here. I love the background that they have in this game, especially with all the concept art that we'll get to see later on towards the end. Anyway, like I said before, the monkey can kind of stick to walls for a little bit before she starts sliding off. And we want to climb all the way up here because there's a good little stash of gems up here that we can collect. And this one actually kind of has specific enemies. You'll see most of these enemies appear out of everywhere, but for right now, the main enemies that we'll be seeing coming in and out of this level will be the mermaids. But after the end of this level, it'll change to a different monster. Because that's kind of how the game is. The levels at the very beginning initially are different than how they will be later on once you finish it. Going story-wise, it like kind of alters it, you know, because it has an effect of what we do affects the level and everyone here. So that is actually pretty cool to see. And I can't really do anything up there because I don't have anything that'll let me go up that high. So instead, we'll just keep going over here to the upper right-hand side. And we'll see there's cages full of maidens over there, but they get taken away. So just got to keep going all the way to the right and make our way to the next section of Mermaid Falls, which is going to be a factory. So you can see the girls are caught up on little hooks, so we can actually ride on them too to further progress if you don't feel like swimming. It's not wholly necessary. Can't do anything with that big block for right now, so let's go ahead and just climb over it and make our way over here. See a little alligator enemies over here too. There's an achievement, at least on PlayStation, for you to get through this entire section without getting spotted by them. Thankfully, I don't think that achievement is on Steam's. Well, I don't really try to go for it anyway, because this is a waste of time, and I'm getting pretty low on health, so I kind of want to watch myself. And I can see for some reason there's fish attaching themselves to the legs of the girls, which are making them look like mermaids now, for some reason. And of course, if we were to do that, as you saw before, we do take damage to that, so you want to avoid getting hit by those. And we just want to keep making our way through here to the far... You want to go in the upper right hand side, because I can't do anything with that once again. So we just want to keep making our way up here, and whenever we can find a hook to grasp on, we want to kind of get onto it with the monkey ability since you jump a little bit higher. Just navigate myself upwards. This one's going to be another level that we have to come back to a lot once we get a lot of stuff. In fact, do I get it here? I think that'll be too early, but I know there's another transformation on the upper left-hand side of here. I don't remember if I can get that right now. I do get it later, but I just don't know if I get it now or not. I think I should have. Because given where we go next, I think, yeah, it would make sense for me to have got it at this part. So we'll see. Like I said, I've finished this entire game in literally the last 2 days. Now I just have to go ahead and voice over everything in order to like get it uploaded and put onto YouTube for you guys. There's nothing over here, but I might be able to get some help because I'm about to die. Thankfully there are 2 hearts, so that's enough to not fully heal me, but get me partially back up to full health. Let's see if this has anything for me. Nope, just gems. But I'm in a better spot than I was before, so can't really complain too heavily. Just want to slide down a little bit just so I can get a little bit more free space over, so I can jump over to these hooks without falling and dying in case I run into another enemy. Okay, yeah, I do get it. Wait, do I? Or I think it's a little higher. It might be a little higher because its area is kind of blocking right now. Oh, it's a void youth right now. I'm feeling pretty sure that I keep changing my mind because I don't know. Like I said, I literally recorded this like yesterday and then the day prior. But yeah, I am getting it because I could easily get over. Ooh, actually no, I can't reach that until I get an ability for this transformation. So I move. Oh, there goes Bolo. You can see he's on backwards because his head's caught in it. But yeah, each transformation has an ability that lets them either attack or move through the level a little bit differently. So until I get that move for the monkey transformation, I kind of had to let go with getting the other transformation that's over on the left hand side. So for now, kind of want to avoid getting hit because I'm about to die. Really too close to comfort. Down here there's a little pot down here. If you whip it, a little snake lady, Lamia, will come out. And if we talk to her, she'll be able to sell us items too, which is going to be what we can't get inside the store. In order for us to get the 100% completion, we do need to buy the dances she has in here, as well as Obliterate and all the little trade dances over here. I didn't realize I needed to actually trade to get these ones, so I can actually put it towards my 100% completion, but we do that later on. For right now, I'm going to buy the Do It dance because once I transform into it and use, I believe, the attack button, she can shake out some oranges in exchange for magic. It makes items for us so we can actually heal ourselves. So go ahead and turn back to normal and just open up the screen, use it, and go and heal myself. So yeah, so this will be good enough. So let's go ahead and progress further and see what's going on with this. And of course, once you beat every section, you are required to save. So now we're going down a little slide. This is probably one of my favorite parts. This is the one, ooh, what was it again? It was on PS4. There's an achievement for this one. I'm sorry, there's a trophy for this one, not Xbox. For getting through the entire sliding section without taking either without taking damage or without touching any of the barrels. Because as you can see, there will be those little gators throwing stuff at us. All you have to do is just jump over towards where they are, whip them off their little hooks so they fall off. And as we're going through, there will be gaps in the slide for us to jump over, as well as these barrels. You can tell where the gap is because it will change the section of the slide to be black and yellow, which is like a little universal sign for caution, so you know that, hey, it's getting ready to end, so get ready to jump, like about right over here, and about soon. Oh, after we go through these, we're at the go and jump in, and now there's 2 of them. So at some point we're going too fast for the barrels, and others are going too slow for it. And of course there are gems here for us to collect, so keep an eye on that. In case you want to get some extra monies, you don't really have to, as long as you can avoid getting hit and taking damage. Because right after this, we're going to be going into a boss fight, so try not to take too much damage. Because whatever you have going, whatever health you have at the end of this is what you're going to have going into the boss fight. So the more you have, it's more preferred. But I think that's about the end of this. Cool, yeah, we made it to the end. Go ahead and save. And we have reached the end of our slide. And there goes Bolo. Bolo, quit messing around. Those were the missing maidens, but now they've been turned into...
Counterfeit mermaids?
Don't you see what's going on here? Someone's been turning regular old bog standard cute girls into phony fish folk. Fakes. Ugh, I'm going to be sick. So the fake mermaids are sealed into cans, go down this chute, and wind up here. But why? And who's behind all this? Don't know, but we'll leave Bolo behind while we figure it out. Lost count again. Who disrupts my concentration? I did. I saw your counterfeit Mermaid Factory and the fake mermaids. And now I'm sending you up the river just like your giant cans. Which I'm also kicking you in. Ugh. How did you get past my techno grunts? No matter. You'll never leave this place alive. Have fun sleeping with the fishes. Not doing that laugh. Holy mackerel. No wonder the mermaids are attacking. He's captured their queen. I've got to set her free. Alright, so here's the boss for this level, Giga Mermaid, Captivating Captive. So yeah, our job in order to beat her is destroy the locks restraining her. 3 on the left, 3 on the right, It's easier to start with the bottom, the bottom blocks first, and then making our way up top. So, okay, good. That beam was getting on my nerves. Go ahead and break this one, so we can go ahead and do the next one. And the monkey transformation is pretty useful with getting up there relatively quickly. It's mostly going to be the top blocks that really take the most effort to get to, just because of how far they are. Okay, good. It was better for me to go down. I was thinking about jumping, possibly. Really, those are her only 2 attacks for this stage of the boss fight. Spoiler alert, because there's going to be another section of it. Have time, go ahead and... Ooh. Oh, I could have stayed over there, as long as I... Actually, I would have took damage, but it would have been worth it. Let's go ahead and break this lock instead. Cool, and we only got one more left, and it's mostly broken anyway. Let me just come... Oh. I kind of want to lead the ball over to this side, just so I have a bit more room to navigate over it, if possible. Oh well, it disappeared anyway, so it doesn't matter. Just want to wait for this chain to come back so I can climb on top of it. You don't have to particularly be a monkey in order to climb the chain. She can be her base form in order to climb it. And yeah, no, I have to go down again. This was annoying. It's going to take me a bit just because I have to wait for this particular type to get out of my way, because I don't want to waste too much life on this part, because the next one's kind of annoying. But there we go. There goes the last chain. Phew. So something must have been lost in air, because now she thinks we're trying to hurt her just because we set her free. So this one, what we need to do is use these hooks and railings in order to get to the upper part, so we can have a bit more room to attack her red gem on her forehead, because that's going to be her weak spot. You can kind of reach it once she dips down a bit, when she comes up to the other side, but for the most part it's going to be like running and jumping. And at this stage, she doesn't have that much health, so it's going to take just a few more hits to get over there, but it does take a bit just because of how little the spacing is you have to actually climb up there. And of course, she's still going to be raining down lightning bolts over here and using her tail to actually smack you. When it does smack on the ground, it will sometimes spit out either magic, health, or even gems if you want to collect it. So the monkey will give me some room, but I can't attack as a monkey, so I don't know why I did that. It helped with getting up there faster, but it didn't let me attack or do anything, so it was kind of useless. But I am about to die, so I want to eat one of these oranges so I don't bite the big one. And I need to avoid these lightning bolts. Want to do the tail thing again? No, just want to come up the other side. Come on, and attack! I think one more hit should do it. Okay, 2 more hits should do it. Once I can actually get these other things to show up on the other side, and she stops doing this annoying lightning bolt stuff and tail. Surprisingly, she's not giving up money like she did before. Oh, take a long way over here. Cool, that was the last hit. So now that's it for the Giga Mermaid Queen. I believe that was her name. I literally just saw it less than 2 minutes ago, and I'm already blanking on what the name is called. You sick fiend. You were selling fake mermaids as canned monster chow. Hey, we've all gotta eat. Sales are high and supplies were low. What else was I supposed to do? Leave money lying on the table? I ran out of legitimate mermaids after my orders were filled. I just needed a few shipments of B-grade product to help bridge the gap, that's all. It's just good business. I'll give you the business. I don't know why, she likes to say the corniest things, and it's still always so funny. Now her gem's red, or blue. So the mermaids weren't behind this after all. I guess I owe you all an apology. It was wrong of me to jump to conclusions. Hope you'll accept my apology. Apology accepted. Bolo, I wasn't talking to them. I was talking to them, not you. Anyway, I hope we can be friends from now on. Now let's get these girls back up. And now, since we've done this, the mermaids won't be enemies in this level anymore. It's only the first part, so now, every time we come back here afterwards, it'll just be them. But that's going to be it for Stage Shields, guys, so I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one. So until then, take care, everyone.